I think she likes to mess with people, so she's going to do more of an unexpected. Rhode Island's too on the nose.
I still think Rhode Island has a shot. I think we have a shot, yeah. She said it was her favorite place.
The reported location for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding is New York City. That's what every gossip site has been saying for weeks. Save the Dates went out, the press believes it, the fans believe it, and then this week, one of the most respected celebrity wedding planners in America went on the record and said something that flipped the entire conversation. He said the New York City story might be a lie, a misdirection, a deliberate plant designed to make everyone think the wedding is in Manhattan when the actual location is somewhere completely different. His bold prediction? Liberty Island, the home of the Statue of Liberty. And he wasn't joking. He laid out the entire vision, a clear top tent on the island with views of the Statue of Liberty, fireworks visible from the New York shore on the night of July 3rd, the eve of America's 250th birthday. He called Taylor as American as apple pie, and he said the location would be perfect for the 4th of July weekend. 5 other top planners weighed in with their own theories. Some agreed, some had completely different ideas. And after this week, the wedding venue mystery officially became the biggest unsolved question of 2026. Let's break down all 5 venue theories that industry pros are throwing into the mix. Each one is specific, each one has a logic behind it, and one of them, maybe, is the real answer.
They've been everywhere, and they have the accessibility of their own planes. So
Yeah.
the world will be their oyster to choose this.
Theory number 1. Liberty Island. The wedding planner who pitched this idea has worked with Glenn Close and Brad Pitt. He said privacy is the couple's number one concern, and Liberty Island is essentially impossible to access without a boat or a permit. The island can be locked down completely. It's surrounded by water. There's no way for fans or photographers to crash the ceremony without a major operation, and the symbolism is unmatched. Taylor on Liberty Island on the eve of America's biggest birthday, getting married underneath the Statue of Liberty with fireworks lighting up the sky. That is a once-in-history wedding photo. The planner's exact pitch was clear top tent so you can see the statue, and in a perfect world, fireworks you could see from the shore. If Taylor and Travis are leaning into the patriotic angle, Liberty Island makes total sense. Theory number 2, the Plaza Hotel. This was the most practical pick from a different industry pro. The Plaza is iconic, the Plaza is private, the Plaza is in the heart of Manhattan. It's been the backdrop for some of the most famous weddings and parties in American history, and most interestingly, Taylor was photographed at the Plaza Hotel earlier this month while Travis was shooting his Tommy Hilfiger campaign in Central Park. She arrived under a black umbrella, stayed from 2 in the afternoon until 5, and left through a private exit with security. If the Plaza is comfortable enough for Taylor to spend an entire afternoon there during her fiancé's photo shoot, it's comfortable enough to host a wedding. The Plaza pick is the safe pick, but sometimes the safe pick is the right one. Theory number 3, the Met Cloisters. This is the medieval art branch of the Metropolitan Museum of Art located in Fort Tryon Park in Upper Manhattan. It's gorgeous. It's full of European-style cloisters and gardens. It overlooks the Hudson River, and it has a reputation for being one of the most romantic spots in New York City. The Cloisters has hosted private events for major celebrities before. The setting would give Taylor the indoor-outdoor flexibility she reportedly wants. It's controlled, it's secluded, and it has the European storybook aesthetic that fits the 1950s Hollywood glamour she's been planning for. The Cloisters is the dark horse pick. Don't sleep on it. Theory number 4, the Rainbow Room. This is the legendary Art Deco event space on the 65th floor of Rockefeller Center, floor-to-ceiling views of Manhattan, private elevators, iconic dance floor. The Rainbow Room is where you go when you want a wedding that feels like a movie. The downside is that it's in a high-traffic area of Midtown, which makes privacy harder to control. But the views and the glamour are unmatched. If Taylor wants her wedding to look like a black tie movie premiere, the Rainbow Room is on the short list. Theory number 5. A Brooklyn waterfront buyout beneath the Brooklyn Bridge. One planner specifically pitched this idea, buying out an entire waterfront property and using the bridge as the backdrop. The benefits are massive privacy and an iconic New York skyline view. The downside is logistics. It would require closing off a major area of Brooklyn and securing the entire waterfront. But for a couple with this level of fame and this level of budget, anything is possible. The Brooklyn Bridge buyout is the wildest pick on the list, but it would create the most photographed wedding skyline in history. Now, while industry pros are arguing over the venue, Taylor is dropping clues of her own. Last night, Monday, April 27th, Taylor was spotted having dinner at the Jane Hotel in the West Village. She was joined by her father, Scott Swift, her best friend, Ashley Avignone, music producer Jack Antonoff, and friend Gerard Carmichael. Taylor wore a striped blue and white dress from Staud, paired with brown heels and a yellow Dior handbag. The fact that her dad, the man who will walk her down the aisle, was at the table is significant. The fact that Jack Antonoff, her closest creative partner, was at the table is significant. The fact that Ashley Avignone, who was at the wedding band shopping last week, was at the table is significant. This wasn't a casual dinner. This was a strategy meeting. And the location, New York City, is exactly where the wedding is supposedly happening, or, depending on which planner you believe, exactly where Taylor wants everyone to think it's happening.
Taylor,
Wow,
Taylor,
Taylor.
wow,
Wow.
Taylor, this way, this way.
Congratulations, girl.
Congratulations, Taylor, right here, Taylor, this way, this way.
Congratulations.
The dress speculation is also getting clearer. Sources have revealed that Taylor's wedding gown is being inspired by the dress Elizabeth Taylor wore for her 1950 wedding to Conrad Hilton. Taylor reportedly spent so much time studying old photos of Elizabeth Taylor while making her music video that she became obsessed with the actress's bridal aesthetic. The classic waist-cinching silhouette, the lace detailing, the old Hollywood glamour. Sources say Taylor may even borrow a piece of Elizabeth Taylor's actual jewelry from her estate, though she would need approval first. Given that the Elizabeth Taylor estate publicly praised Taylor's music video as a remarkable homage, that approval is essentially already a yes. Imagine that. Taylor walking down the aisle in a gown inspired by Elizabeth Taylor wearing a piece of Elizabeth's actual jewelry. The full-circle moment would be one of the most cinematic bridal looks in modern history. The fake breakup rumor that exploded last weekend is also still being debunked across every major outlet. A parody account on X posted a fabricated quote claiming Taylor announced she was ending her relationship with Travis. There was no announcement, there was no breakup. The account literally has the word parody in its bio. But the post racked up millions of views before fans realized what was happening. Multiple outlets have now had to write entire articles just to confirm what should be obvious. Taylor and Travis are still together. The relationship is fine, the wedding is still on, and the only thing that ended last weekend was the trustworthiness of whoever posted that screenshot. Sources also confirmed this week that wedding plans are reportedly changing at a rapid pace. The guest list has expanded. Zoe Kravitz, who was rumored to have been snubbed, is officially invited. The wedding is no longer being described as intimate. It's now being called a major summer affair. That shift in scale matches up with the bigger venue theories. A wedding for 150 people fits in a private mansion. A wedding for 200 or 300 people needs a real building, a landmark, a museum, a famous hotel, or if the wedding planner is right, an entire island.
I know it's going to be fun to plan because I think the only stressful weddings are the ones where you have a small amount and people are on the bubble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And you have to evaluate or assess your relationship with them
Yeah.
to see if they should be there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. This is why you're anyone I've ever talked to.
The wedding bands are being made by Kindred Lubeck, the same designer who created Taylor's engagement ring. Travis is sending daily flower deliveries to Taylor as part of his 100-day countdown to the wedding.
So these are from Travis. Oh, these are so beautiful. I love that he doesn't even have to sign them anymore.
The honeymoon is locked in for a multi-continent global tour. Travis has skipped Chief's voluntary workouts to focus on planning. Every detail is being controlled, every leak is being managed, and every guess about the venue, even from industry pros, is just a guess. So here's where we stand. The reported wedding city is New York. The reported wedding date is July 3rd. The reported guest list is expanding. The reported venue is unknown, and 5 of the most respected wedding planners in America have publicly disagreed about which iconic location it might actually be. Liberty Island, the Plaza, the Met Cloisters, the Rainbow Room, the Brooklyn Bridge waterfront, or somewhere none of us have even thought of. Taylor isn't telling, the guests don't know, the save the dates didn't include the address, and the only thing more secret than where the wedding is happening is what Taylor is going to look like when she walks down the aisle. We have 66 days left. The mystery deepens by the week. The clues are everywhere, but the answer is locked behind one of the most secure planning operations in the history of celebrity weddings. And whatever venue she picks, the photos from that day are going to break the internet for a week. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.